Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Chan Sewing Solutions. Right, okay, so lately we've been talking about photoshopped images. Okay, so this is an outfit that I actually bought. Not an outfit, it was just a dress, and I bought this from Pakistan. And I fell in love with this photoshopped image as well. It was very, what can I say, eye-catching, and it was something that I thought when I looked at the image, I thought, you know what, Halima's very fussy, she likes her black and whites, and I think she will love this. So I bought the dress. Now the beauty of it is that one, it was on loan, it wasn't very expensive. I think I paid like 1,000 rupees for it, which is something like £7.50. So considering the fact that you could not get anything like that over here, I think it was a well worth buy. Secondly, I knew that there was things I could do with this to make it even more beautiful. Obviously the stitching here is photoshopped, so you can't really see what the real garment is like, but sometimes you can actually look at something and you know that this will come out nice anyway. So that was my purchase of this kameez. Now as for sewing, there isn't really, when you've got something like this, it doesn't need anything else. All it needs is a very good fitting, and that's basically what I've done. She's very nice and slim, so obviously it's got a nice slim fitting. And the neckline, I've done a boat type of neckline, which is I'm not really keen on it, but it will suit Halima because she is broad on the shoulders. So it's deep on the width wise, not length wise but width wise. So it's sort of generally we cut about 6 yards on the width of the neckline. This boat neckline is 11 inches, but she's got 16-inch shoulders, so I think she will carry that off well. Apart from that, it's white color, and with white it tends to be very transparent, so we do have to often line this. Now the lining on this, I'm going to turn this over and show you. Now I have done this kind of lining in some of the videos. I didn't do the video on this, but it's an easy enough to do, and I'm just going to show you what basically I've done to it. So twist in it. I've sewn the chemise separately on the arms, around the neck, and I've attached it at the shoulders, and then after sewing the kameez I've attached it on the inside of the kameez. So the chemise is basically just attached over here, and just two seams on the shoulder. And apart from that, the sleeves are sewn separately, and the neckline is done separately. And the beauty of that is that the upper garment, which is the main part of the dress, that has a free flow, so it's not attached anywhere except for just little seams on the inside. And I'll try and locate the video where I've done this kind of a tutorial, so if you want to follow it, you'll have more in-depth knowledge of how to go about attaching this lace, this chemise. I do really like this kind of attachment. I've just got to overlook it. Since I've got it turned over, I'm just gonna take it. And then I've done button sleeves, and I'm going to come back to this. Lately I've been doing quite a few button sleeves, and I'm going to come back to this because I didn't actually get a chance to sometimes doing these edges turnings can be quite tedious, and one of the beauties of sewing is that you want to make it as less work for yourself as possible. So anywhere where you can cut corners, you want to do that, because I don't like to make extra work for myself, because one of the things that puts you off sewing is when something takes too long and you're forever with a job. Okay, now the other thing with this suit, I did this trouser, and it's a button trouser. It's more buttons and it's more fitted than the normal trousers. Again, this is transparent color, and with transparent colors you need often to line them. So one, the turning is up to there. Okay, so it's about 10 inch, 9 inch turning, and the buttons are again on the 7 buttons on this, and they're at a distance of about 1.5 inches apart, and that's a longer button. Now okay, so the lining on this, I did a sort of a little bit of a demonstration of this, but I'm gonna come back and perhaps do a full in-depth one, because there was a few shortcuts I did on this that I would like to share with you, because it's all about finding those little shortcuts and making it less work for yourself. Now, one other point that before I stop, one of my members has asked that I often do this type of trousers. It's one of my favorite type of elasticating the trouser. A couple of reasons. One, I don't like to elasticate it all the way, obviously because it saves on the elastic, and also the good point of elasticating it half like this is you always know which is the front, because generally if you have elastic all the way around, and if you're in a hurry and you're sort of like on a run and quickly dressing, and you forget which is the front and which is the back, and then you put it on and it's a bit annoying, and then you have to, you know, on this you always know without actually even looking at it, you know that this is the front. It's only part elasticated. Now, she had a problem that she says that this I think I understood this rightly. If I don't, then do try and correct me on this. Generally what I do is trap the elastic in both the sides, and then do the seam there, and then do all the seam all the way around, and then over seam this. And I've never had the problem where this piece over here has snagged, but if it does snag, then there is a video that I did where I did put some interfacing in that, and that's one of good ways of doing this, is to put a small amount of interfacing in that particular section, so that anyway, we'll come back. If I've not done a tutorial on that, I will come back and do the belting in that way, so that you know, you've got all the tips. Now, see, one of the points that I'm just going to quickly make is when we wear our trousers, we tend to wear tunics on top, and this area of the trouser is not seen. Unlike the Western trousers, where normally there's t-shirts or even, you know, very short tops, and the upper portion of the trouser is visible. This is the reason why we tend to make looser fitting garments. Our garments are comfortable, but they're not for the fitted look, because we've never needed to actually show this part of the waistline or emphasize this part of the waistline. I think with fitted trousers, then you have to go into zips and so on, and because that's not something that we often wear, majority of us do not wear, I don't tend to practice that. But if there's a specific request of anybody's, then obviously I will look into it, and I will do the tutorial on that as well. There is a tutorial on zipping, putting a fly zip on, and also belting, and this is for a male trouser that one of my tailors had actually done for me in Pakistan. I've not released the video. Hopefully I will be releasing that very, very soon. So hello, this is a new cat on the block who's found her way here, and she's a very friendly cat and all is seeking attention. Go on, you, down. Come on, I've got my own cat, I don't need you. Oh yeah, before I go, just a point to mention. Even though I've sewn this trouser and I think it looked gorgeous, my daughter, the fuss part, does not like it. So I think she will be wearing leggings with this. I don't know, but she refused to wear the trouser, and we had this big debate going on, and she says to me, Mom, in the 19 years you've been sewing for me, don't you know that I do not like the stuff that everybody else likes? So anyway, this is the fashion. She's not the fashion, and she does not like what the fashion is dictating. So she has her own style and her own idea of fashion, and we've had this argument, and I'm sure that's not the first or the last argument we shall have. And I'm sure if any of you have problems with your teenagers, then you know what I'm saying. And make sure, well, you know what, by all means, share your viewpoints. If you've got any advice, by all means, share it, because sometimes she is just such a hard work that I could just literally strangle her. Anyway, that's probably Rosa getting to me now. Take care. Have a wonderful Friday, and inshallah, I shall see you again soon.